A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. At that time, Jesus said to his disciples, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments, and I will ask the Father, and he will give you another counselor to be with you forever, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it neither sees him nor knows him. You know him, for he dwells with you and will be in you. I will not leave you desolate. I will come to you. Yet a little while, and the world will see me no more, but you will see me. Because I live, you will live also. In that day, you will know that I am in my Father, and you in me, and I in you. He who has my commandments and keeps them, he it is who loves me, and he who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him and manifest myself to him." The Gospel of the Lord. My dear brothers and sisters, good morning. Today is Sunday, May 17th, 2020. It is the sixth Sunday of Easter. Our reading, as you heard it, is from the Gospel of Jesus according to John chapter 14, from verse 15 to 21. And the theme of today is the promise of the Holy Spirit. This is still the promise, but the Holy Spirit is not yet here. Jesus is promising the Holy Spirit to his disciples. But maybe we can wonder, why this promise? And why this Holy Spirit? Dear friends, fellow Christians, today the church proposes us to continue with our theme that we started from last week, which is the theme about love. And having learned the meaning of love that was on Friday, and then the consequences of that love that was on Saturday, today Jesus wants to tell us about the condition in which we can claim that we really love somebody. What are the conditions under which we can qualify our love to be a genuine love as our Master loved us? Jesus says this: "If you love me, you will keep my commandments." If you love me, you will keep my commandments. And I know some of us here usually say to their partner, "Now, if you love me, buy for me a car. If you love me, buy for me this. Or if you love me, do this and this and this to me." Okay, that is our way as human beings to measure our love. We measure our love in material things. But what does Jesus say? If you love me, you will keep my commandments. What does it mean to keep his commandments? It means to listen to his voice. This voice which drives or which leads our lives in our deeds. Whatever we do, Jesus is the driver. Now, if to love Jesus is to keep his commandments, and to keep his commandments is the condition to receive the Holy Spirit, then it is obvious that to love Jesus leads us to the reception of the Holy Spirit who strengthens us. Love thus becomes our weapon against the persecutor. I will not leave you alone, says Jesus. I will ask the Father, and he will give you another counselor to be with you forever. This is the Paraclete, the Spirit of truth who dwells in us. And this Spirit is the one who vivifies us by making an interior movement in us. He's the one moving in us. Whatever we do as Christians should be moved by that interior movement which comes from the Holy Spirit which dwells in us. Now, I understood that he was due. He was due that movement created by the Holy Spirit vivifying us is really the one making the presence of God in us. Jesus says, I will be with you always. That is a sign. And our life as Christians should be moved by that same Holy Spirit. Now, the feeling of that Holy Spirit is the presence itself of Jesus. The presence of Jesus in our life. There is a writer, a big personality, he's called Saint Bernard of Clairvaux, who gave an experience how he feels that spirit moving in him. And I'm going to read what he says. Bernard of Clairvaux says this: I understood that he was there due to certain movement in my own heart. The feeling of the vices and the repression of my carnal appetites has made known to me the strength of his virtue. Even the slightest amendment of my way of life has given me the experience of this sweet bounty. Seeking the renewal and reformation of my mind, that is the interior man in me. I have perceived something of his beauty. Finally, contemplating the wonder of his greatness in all this has left me speechless. Fellow Christians, from this sermon of Bernard of Clairvaux, let us understand the Holy Spirit. Let us understand that the Holy Spirit fascinates us holistically. The more we venerate the Holy Spirit, the more deeply he can lead us to the truth, and the greater will our ability be known. Christian, and to live in his way. The Lord be with you.